weapons on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. Right now, the Hornets are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans.
You expect when you're at home that you'll get some home cooking, but right now this squad is starving for any kind of cooking as far as wins go. They just haven't been able to put it together.
Yeah, this is where you expect them to be at their best, but that hasn't been the case. When you can't win at home in the NBA, you're in big trouble.
So with Love on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. In the backcourt, Ricky Rubio and Lou Bridnow. Derrick Williams is out there with Andre Kirilenko. And it's Steamsma in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Hornets, Vasquez is in at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Robin Lopez out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Aminu in at the 3 spot.
And Monty Williams, a former first-round pick of Notre Dame, out of Notre Dame, played the winning season in the NBA. And I know that playing experience is clearly an asset for a head coach.
Rubio, right side. Good.
Beautiful reverse. Got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Vasquez passes to Aminu. To the middle. Davis. Rebound by Williams. And going back to Coach Monty Williams, Steve, do you think having been a player really helps a coach?
I think so, Kevin. The players automatically respect somebody who has been in their shoes, who understands what the NBA is all about. But that respect will go away if they don't believe in the coach and his work ethic and his intelligence. And the good thing with Monty Williams, not only did he play, but he's a really bright guy who the players will pick up on right away for being really sharp and with him.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one following a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, their offense struggled for almost that entire game. Whenever they did start to put together something during a decent stretch, it just seemed to end just as quickly as it began.
Yeah, but even so, there weren't many of those decent stretches. I mean, talk about being in a rut.
The question in the last few years in New Orleans is, would the Hornets be able to stay just from a financial standpoint, or would they leave and move to a new city? That question was answered last year when they signed a new lease, the Hornets did, with the city of New Orleans to stay through the year 2024.
And just signing that lease, Steve, as you mentioned, really a big commitment to the city, 2024, that's amazing. And Clark, it really helps reaffirm the bond between the team and certainly the city.
Exactly. It can be hard to grow attached to a team. So much of a fan's attachment is emotional, but you need to know how long they're going to be around. That was really good news for Hornets fans when they signed that lease.
The Hornets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The drive by Gordon. He dishes it to Ridnour. Jacks up a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Rivas Vasquez, the first Venezuelan player ever drafted into the NBA. Late first-round pick out of the University of Maryland.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Monty Williams. We talked about the keys in preparing for this game, and he said, well, defense is always our first priority. And while we don't want our shot blockers risking foul trouble, having that backstop does enable our perimeter guys the freedom to play up and aggressive. So, Kevin, pressure D and shot blocking is something to look out for.
All right, great stuff, Doris. Thanks. And guys, not too much of a surprise that defense is going to be the emphasis.
Yeah, that's the type of team they are. They always seem to feed off of that defense. They're just really trying to attack and force some turnovers and get out and run.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, that's really what drives them on a game-to-game basis.
And Vasquez, a feisty combo guard. And Steve, we saw it in college. Great passion for the game.
Yeah, he loves to play, Kevin. He comes out with a ton of energy. And what I like about him is he's got great size for a point guard, almost 6'6", and a real playmaker, a guy who thinks pass before shot.
And the Hornets with possession here, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Lopez kicks to Gordon. Back to Lopez. Lifts up. And that one's good. Lopez has got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, you've got to try to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's not going to miss those, not often anyway. The defense has to muscle up and deny him that position to have a chance.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get a shot off.
Gets it to go.
Well, he's really having a nice quarter, made some big shots for him.
Rubio dishes to Williams. Here's Kirilenko. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the blocks. But that one's going to count.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute. They didn't care for that one.
Well, you have to be so careful when you have the ball around him because he's got quick hands, really strong hands. And he has a knack for blocking shots, stripping players on the way up as they go up for lay-ins. So you just got to always know where he is on the floor.
And also, Steve, he's the guy that does all the dirty work. Tenacious competitor, 100% effort all the time. I love that.
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Kicks to Anderson. Misses the 3. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And Williams throws it down.
What a play. No regular dunk there. A superb alley-oop.
And it was a great pass, too, to set him up.
No, those two have such a great feel for each other. They're just fun to watch play together.
Here's Ridnour. Shot is off. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far.
Your Hornets.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
So with Love on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's line. Derrick Williams is out there with Cunningham. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Shved in at the small forward spot.
Well, Derrick Williams really is an explosive, talented combo forward. And that's the big question. Is he a 3 or is he a 4? Offensively, it's not a problem. He can score inside and out. I think defensively, that's where the question lies. Is he big enough to guard power forwards? Is he quick enough to guard small forwards? We'll see.
How about the soft hands right there to make that catch and lay in?
Sweet. Not the most forceful from his butt, but an alley-oop seems a little bit more strength.
Yeah, gentle is okay, though.
And that was nice, too. That was a finesse finish that got the job done.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Xavier Henry. New Orleans making some changes here. Miller comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Aminu in for Roger Mason. Miller with a screen on Rubio. Roberts gives him the lead pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at the Timberwolves. And, of course, there's the Hornets. They're tied right now. And it's Gordon penetrating. Miller outside. Rebound by Shved. And Williams, a bit of a logjam. Power forward spot manned by All-Star Kevin Love, one of the best power forwards in the NBA.
Yeah, and with Pekovic playing well at the 5, Williams really has to battle for his minutes. He's still trying to figure out what his best position is at the NBA level. He's kind of a tweener forward, and that doesn't usually happen for a guy taking second overall, but the circumstances are what they are, and I'm sure Williams will figure it out and conduct it.
A jump hook. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Miller with the ball. Williams picks him up. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's stolen by Berea. Back to Williams. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. Well, you look at Shved, second in the league, having an excellent season.
Yeah, he was one of those players who, coming into the league, you wondered how his talent would translate to the NBA game. Well, I'd say the transition has gone pretty well.
No doubt about that, Steve. I mean, he's looked comfortable and confident since the first day he stepped onto an NBA court. He's had some big games for him.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. He kicks it to Berea. Into Derrick Williams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
You know, guys, Minnesota coach Rick Adelman, the second most wins among active NBA coaches currently. I mean, he's 8th all-time on the wins list. And this young Minnesota team, I really think his skills as a teacher, which are outstanding, certainly come into play. He's one of the best that we've had on the sideline in the history of baseball.
Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
You know, Rick Adelman is really considered an offensive-minded coach, but he has had some pretty good defensive teams as well.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here is Vasquez, averaging 14 points a game. Derrick Gordon on the wing. Pass to Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Just like they drew it up, fella.
Timberwolves leading by 7.
Well, there's no denying that height is a huge advantage in game of basketball. Anthony Davis was a 6'2" guard in high school. Then grew 8 inches over the course of about a year or so. And suddenly a kid who was barely being recruited was being sought after by all of the top college programs. Man, things can change quickly.
Here is Vasquez, following the score by Andre Kirilenko. Right up, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. They set the screen. Goes for the alley-oop. Here's Teamup. Up and in on the layup. Steamsman's got his second bucket of the night.
Textbook offensive rebounding right there. I love that. Those putbacks are buckets any team loves to get.
So for the Hornets, Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Aminu. And it's Henry in for Eric Gordon. And a change for the Timberwolves. Cunningham's checked in. Going back to Davis in that late growth spurt, he was able to develop an impressive skill set playing, as a guard before he grew to his present size. And, of course, he was a terrific player in Kentucky, Steve, and I think he's destined for starting in the NBA.
But, a lot of guys, Kevin, if they played guard in high school and then they grow, it's a huge advantage because now they've played the game and experienced it from a playmaking level, only now they're near the basket. So they have a broader understanding of the game and the way it's played. So I think that's one of the reasons Davis has so much potential. He's a big man with guard skills. Probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And the Hornets making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
And this is how you build a lead and protect it. You be tough and get to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've dialed up the attempts here in the second quarter. And you said it, Steve. I mean, they've been the aggressor. They've been in attack mode the whole way.
Well, the reason Anthony Davis is the consensus #1 pick was you just don't find big men with his length, athleticism, and energy very often. So good defensively with his shot blocking, with his range, and then offensively he has a chance to be special as well. He could be a franchise-type player in this league.
Derrick Williams checked in for Dante Cunningham. Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, and with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit, and that's how he got himself to the free throw line.
And Williams drops them both. Going back to Anthony Davis for just a second here, Clark. The other thing here about him, aside from his obvious talent on the floor, is that off the floor, he is just a great person.
Yeah, he's a terrific teammate because he only cares about winning and he's not worried about his numbers or stats. He's really the type of young man who can not only produce in a winning way, but can help you lead in a winning way, too.
And Vasquez drops them both.
And we're starting to see more free throw attempts, so I like the aggressiveness here in the second quarter, guys.
Well, you know, this is exactly what they need to do to climb back into this game. I mean, initiate contact, play smash mouth basketball, and get to that free throw.
Instant offense coming for them after that steal.
Yeah, that's terrific, beautiful transition basketball. No chance at all for the defense to get back and set up.
Davis with the double team. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And both free throws good for Kirilenko. Here's Gordon. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. Davis. That's good. Davis has got 12.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
And it's blocked. And the first half ends in a close one. The Timberwolves on top, up
34. The Timberwolves, 38. Double your money and make it stack.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Really an incredible game so far from Derrick Williams.
Not a whole lot the defense can do because he's showing the entire repertoire down on the block.
Yeah, he sure is. It's been a post-move clinic down there from him so far. I mean, you think they'll keep feeding him the ball just because he's been so effective down there. Give it to him.
Vasquez is in at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Anthony Davis is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. They set the pick. Inside Kirilenko. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
How about a look at some of the numbers for Robin Lopez? How this year is going for him, 14th in blocks. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
You know, see, something else that you pointed out was that his interior defense hasn't been too shabby at all. I mean, he's got some terrific block numbers.
The Timberwolves have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And for the season, guys, they're about 73% from the line, so kind of a mediocre shooting club.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Solid advantage in rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here. How about the nice, exquisite timing on that alley-oop? Well done.
Yeah, 2 teammates and total sync right there. You're right.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that jam.
Rubio with pass to Ridnour. Locked loose. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. Ridnour, that's good.
That's 3 for 4 field goal shooting here in the third, so offensively they're looking good. Well, what you like about Luke Ridnour, the point guard out of the University of Oregon, is just how steady he is. He's got nice court vision, good passer, reliable shooter from mid-range and beyond, and a good solid point guard in this league. He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so than the defenders are tight on him.
Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
That's right. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. Pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
And Ridnour, the son of a high school basketball coach, his father gave him the keys to the gym so he could practice at night. He's a dedicated guy.
Yeah, nice perk to have the gym available to you at any time, any day. He helped lead the Oregon Ducks when he was back in college to the Elite Eight in 2002.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Takes it up. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Eric Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's a good screen. Here's Kirilenko. Back to Rubio. Anderson picks to Vasquez. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here, look out!
Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You gotta just shake your head on that one.
Davis dishes to Gordon. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And the layup is good. Lopez has got 8 points.
That's 5 straight hoops in the paint. What a fantastic job of attacking the rim.
Well, Steve, they're getting the looks that they want down there, so might as well keep going right at the rim. There's no resistance. And make them pay.
Williams passes to Ridnour. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
Here's Kirilenko. Here's Steamsma. Second chance shot. And he finishes on the layup. He's got 7.
Now, are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Covered by Rubio. Dunk point with one hand.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, he pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
That was embarrassing.
6 on the shot clock. Schved. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 8 now on the night. Out to Miller. It's over Rubio. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Darius Miller.
Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Well, you look at Schved, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, Austin Rivers. Same could be said about him.
Well, it's been a grand entrance to the NBA for both of these players. I think we could be seeing 2 of the next great playmakers in the league.
It certainly looks that way at this point. They've grasped their roles at the offensive end quicker than anybody could have imagined.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And Rubio kicks to Cunningham. Schved. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Down low. Here's Anderson. Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. And he races to the bucket for 2.
This defense is porous right now. I mean, way too many looks coming from inside the paint.
That's 4 straight buckets now in the paint, and anybody in the NBA is going to make shots from there.
And Rubio kicks it to Ridnour. And it's out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Miller with a screen on Rubio. It's Roger Mason on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Schved. Over Miller. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's the Hornets trail by 5. So with Love on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. In the backcourt, Ricky Rubio and Luke Ridnour. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Derrick Williams. And it's Cunningham in at the center position.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target.
Another shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. One guy who's been getting it done is Derrick Williams.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Here's Lopez. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Timberwolves leading by 5. The drop step. And Rubio kicks to Cunningham. Offensive rebound. The Hornet shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Aminu misses.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Bet he wishes he hadn't, though.
Blocked. Back to Rubio. He passes to Cunningham. Can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Mason dishes to Aminu. And the layup falls.
They continue to barrel their way inside. And when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of the last 10 coming inside.
Second chance effort. Blocked. They retain possession. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, he's an effort guy, Kevin. And so often his points come from second or third chance opportunities by hitting the glass and really staying relentless in his pursuit of the basketball.
And I'll say something else, Steve. He is one of the most powerful finishers we have in this league. He takes it to the rack hard.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit. He's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
He's checked in for Davis. Gordon comes in for Roger Mason. And it's Henry in for Vasquez. Steamsma checked in for the Timberwolves. And the basket by Rubio.
That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Henry passes to Lopez. That's good.
Right now, they're just pillow-like inside. Way too soft. Too many looks at and around the hoop.
Yep, totally agree, Clark. 10 of the last 12 points now that they've surrendered have come inside that lane area.
Back to Williams. He feeds it to Ridnour. Williams. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, most good coaches will always tell you the first priority should be to get the ball inside and draw some foul, especially when you've got the lead.
Well, it's one thing if you're just knocking down jump shots, but when you start missing, it's important, Clark. You've got to get the ball inside. I agree.
The Hornets trail by 6. Dishes it to Anderson. A 3 ball. Good. Anderson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, such a great touch, and with his size, I mean, he can go anywhere he wants offensively. Rubio
outside. Now the feed to to Steamsma. Right side, Williams. Ridnour. Over Gordon. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, they've had the advantage in rebounding all night, but none bigger than the one right there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
Rubio, right side. Deflects the pass. The shot's good from Steamsma. Here's Henry. Feeds to Anderson. Three-pointer. Rebound by Shved. Timberwolves leading by 5. And Rubio kicks.
Throw it down that time. Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
A breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
It's almost unfair, guys. You get up that high, that's crazy.
Timberwolves have won 6 of their team, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. There's the screen. Shved pass to Williams. Shved. The dish to Steamsma. Rubio dishes to Steamsma. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Steamsma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, a nice little trend developing here, fellas. I mean, that's 8 of their last 10 from inside the paint.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage looks down there. Their offense is really clicking. I don't see why they wouldn't just continue to pound the ball inside.
And Williams throws it down.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Here's Lopez. Here's Gordon. Nice concentration here, but double clutch layup.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because he didn't really need to double clutch there.
And Rubio kicks it to Ridnour. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Vasquez, he's checked in for Xavier Henry. And a change for the Timberwolves. Kirilenko's checked in. Inside, here's Steamsma. Drops in the layup for 2.
And that one should remove all doubt about the outcome of this game. This thing's over.
Now it's just a matter of what the winning margin is going to be.
Here's Vasquez. Back to Lopez. The pass to Aminu. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. We've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
There's the pick. Pass to Ridnour. Outside Kirilenko. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Williams defended by Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Williams passes to Rubio.
That is one of the more difficult passes to make. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through, and he couldn't get it done.
Anderson's shot is off. And so the Timberwolves take the win. That was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was. And I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Williams.